Boss, we're back. Time to complete the mission.
What is going on, everyone? My name is Em-8ER, and do you guys remember Firefall? Yeah, maybe that game that you might have remembered and you might not. Despite it now only having, I believe, around 300 to 400 concurrent users, which is pretty low, especially for an MMO, it was once a pretty popular game back in beta, with it actually being its peak at 1.5 million accounts registered, which is crazy, especially for a beta. The man who was behind the project himself, who is Kern, he was leading Red 5 Studios, who was developing the game with some pretty ambitious ideas. If you ever were looking at Firefall in the beginning of the betas or the closed alphas and stuff like that, you saw that the gameplay was epic from the beginning. You remember the pod drop down, epic music blasting, you know, you were popping people off with the mini blasters with the aliens squirming around. It was epic. You saw that gameplay, you're like, how could it can only get better from this, you know? After Kern was kind of pushed out of Red 5 Studios and was made to leave the studio, the new management kind of ruined the game. It's turned into a really standard generic MMO. It's basically, you know, fetch quests, do dailies. It's not really the game that we all thought it was going to be, and it really kind of ruined the game from the new management. Kern is currently putting together a petition to kind of see how much buzz he can create and see how demanding a spiritual successor to Firefall could be. He's calling it Ember. It's actually looking very good by the ideas he has down on paper. Now hopefully he can put those into the game. Obviously, he is creating a website currently for the game, and he is trying to see how many people he can get to build up enough buzz, like I said, for this MMO. He is calling it Ember, and it's going to be, like I said, the spiritual successor of Firefall. He wanted to create the original Firefall, but the studio of Red 5 Studios is actually not letting him take the IP in which he would try and put together the old Firefall. So he's making Ember. Ember is going to be working off the RPG tabletop in which he's creating with his own development team, with his Crixa Labs. It is called Crixa. So it's going to be kind of cool to see if he can tie in tabletop RPG elements along with the MMO development at the same time, because they are being developed at the exact same time. So that would be pretty cool. Also, there's a lot of really ambitious ideas, like you're saying. There's a couple of things that if you want to look at the petition yourself, you will see these features are actually pretty cool. Now, I'm not sure if these are the original features that were supposed to be in Firefall 100%, but if they were, then they're looking really cool. Ember is going to be kind of like this terraform-esque world where the players are supposed to like prepare themselves for habitation on these planets. And all of them, they change atmospheres, and you're kind of defending yourself against all the hostiles that are on those planets. It's sick. You know, it sounds really cool. You're supposed to build up your character, which is like this terraform suit, and it's all like a shooter. It's really heavy on the guns and abilities that was supposed to be in Firefall. You know, you're supposed to really have good skill. They say that skill matters. That's great. That's cool. Now, he is saying that progression is going to be horizontal, which means that all the abilities will open up as you go more on. So, you know, obviously unlocking more as you go kind of thing. There will be gathering and mining. We saw that in Firefall, but I'm sure it will probably be done better in this one. As I said before, you will have the suits in which you can customize. That means all of the weapons that go with it and the armor, so that would be pretty cool. The world is supposed to be a sandbox, open MMO, so that means that there's going to be a constant war. Kern said that the original Firefall was supposed to be this open world massive war against what was supposed to be the Chosen. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to be called the Chosen in Ember, but there will probably be some similar kind of enemies like that throughout the environments and the worlds. So it's going to be pretty cool. I love open world massive wars. That would be sick. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. He does state that there's going to be dynamic events. Not sure if it's going to be similar to how Firefall did those, but if they are, once again, probably cool and hopefully better than how Firefall did it. he is saying that this is merely something that he's putting together as the petition for to see how much buzz he can create, and it's not something that you can fund or kickstart as of yet. The building of the website is in current development, so I'm not sure if there's going to be a funding campaign in the future. If there is, this could be something that's very, very ambitious and very, very cool, and I'm sure a lot of people will definitely get behind this. I'm going to leave the petition in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourself, and if you guys are thinking about possibly backing this, then definitely do it because it sounds sick. He is currently around, I think, 14 or 1500 signs on the petition. Let's hopefully get that to a little bit more and help this guy out, because I would definitely like to see this game actually be created and developed. Obviously not for a couple of years, but it's still pretty sick that he's doing this, and I really, really enjoy seeing people that are taking these risks to make these games like this. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did, always helps to leave a like, spread the word, hit that link in the description, sign that petition, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.